we're still having this, and I'm liking where this is going. We are taking many different routes in the Doctor Stone, but will it become good or will it be bad? Well, this is not so bad. I feel like it is. I mean, it's not bad. That's what I feel. This is the Doctor Stone chapter 22, and I am the angry anime fan. As the group realizes their need to find manpower if they're going to have to make iron to make one of the steps in order to make the all cure. I mean, it can be a bit slow pacing, but at the same time, not with the fact that they're going many different routes here. And I don't know if this is one of Dr. Stone's greatest moments or one of its slowest moments. What I mean is, this is obviously going to keep on happening. Are people going to get bored of that? That's what I mean. So Chrome and Senku realizes they must use science to manipulate feelings and emotions. So they send Suka, the one they call Ace Detective Suka. It's kind of adorable to see her, blushing and all that. She turns into Suka, and this time the Suka actually has eyes in it. Earlier they did not. So she goes around. So as Asuka, she is around the village. It's kind of funny how an arrow points towards her as we see the different villagers talking. It's almost like in time in that sentence. They're talking many times on how the strange thing is they're saying the outsiders. So they probably don't know that actually it's only one outsider that they have. An older man, I forgot who he was, saying that since they haven't intruded in the village, the chief hasn't pushed any buttons yet. We see the two hot girls who always talked about love. I mean, it's kind of funny. You have to agree. It is kind of funny to see these. I mean, they're not primitive, real. Well, they are primitive, but what I mean is they're not Neanderthals. They're primitive new Stone Age people that talk just like a modernized human of the 20th century. I mean, it's so fun. As they rebuild the Iron Maker, Koako still collects iron sand, and finally Suka returns, telling that the sisters that it's revealed that the three girls that is always in bikinis are called the three sparkling girls, Garnet, Sapphire, and Ruby, and they are the prettiest girl in the village. Well, I have forgotten which one, but which one is which. But I should think the black-haired girl of the sisters is more cute, mostly because two of the girls have gag lips. Although, I mean, they certainly have big busts, so I can see why they're the prettiest. And what they want is boyfriends. That's what I'm saying. It is so funny. They're living in a primitive world and they still talk about this. I mean, one wants a strong man, another wants someone who will dote on me, and another just wants someone who's haughty. It's also pretty strange the fact that while Koako praises Senku for being a lady killer, I mean, maybe in the end it's gonna mean that Koako really will fall for Senku. Chrome just says that he hates women, so maybe Koako is true. Maybe Chrome really does have a crush on Rudy. He's just too emotionally immature to realize that, so that's why he's saying that. Also, he calls Kohaku a gorilla, so he is forced to strip down and apologize to her. But Tsuka also reveals that the one who eats food, Ganon, wants something that is not, yes, grill fish. So Senku decides to pull the different type of science, food science, because people doesn't seem to realize that sometimes food is also science. It's just a different way. But this is pretty amazing. Senku really is a man, a MacGyver. Can really think about everything. So as soon as he sees Suka playing with the dog called Shulk, he sees that she is wielding green foxtail, and realizes from that they can actually make something. So they begins by cutting up the many foxtails, and then bashes them until, well, bashes them a lot. Kohako is of course a bit freaked out by this. I mean, who can eat dog tails? Put them in a bowl and then put water into it as they get out the hair and the waste and the substance, and then take out the waste, doing trial and error over and over again until they get small seeds. Food truly is science. Also, it's worth noting that by now I think we can see that Senku's catchphrase is now this is exciting, or this is getting me excited. He manages to create green foxtail flour and then uses an egg from a wild bird. Do not know how the primitive people actually were smart enough to know that they could use that, but hey, anything goes. Some ashlie and some potassium carbonate and knead it all together. Do not know what that is, nor do I know where it came from, but hey, not complaining. So they begins to create a dough. After that, they of course cut up meat and then put it in a bowl of stew that begins to boil. And what has Senku created? Well, nothing other than ramen. Or maybe we should call this New Stone Age Ramen. So funny! I don't know you could even create ramen to this time. Of course, the primitive people are understandably freaking out. I mean, you cannot exactly eat noodles made out of dough from foxtails. But Chrome is the first one to test, mostly because, well, he is the sorcerer, so he needs poison testing. And yes, from one taste of it, he does an extremely strong orgasm or scream, he's saying. It's so freaking good, as the primitive people just devours it without holding back. Senku, feeling a bit impressed, tastes himself because it's the first decent meal. But to him, this ramen tastes awful. It is both dry and bland and has an aftertaste that is bitter and pungent. But for the primitive people, this was delicious. I mean, that does make sense if you think about it, because Senku came from the 20th century, and we are all spoiled brats when it comes to taste. We have spices and everything. For us, we are picky eaters, more than we want to believe. The primitive people in this Stone Age are not picky. I mean, they just have to grill fish, hunt meat, kill boars, and stuff like that. So for them, eating something this weird will undoubtedly be weird, but making it out of this different ingredients would of course taste good because it's a new, unique flavor. So with that, they have managed to create a ramen stand in order to draw in their people. They're gonna take control of this one with ramen. The question is though, is the chief really going to like it? Well, who knows? Maybe, just maybe, we're now gonna see a little bit more about the other villages. Food science, food Stone Age science begins now. It's amazing, really, how much Senku can be a MacGyver. It's almost a bit unrealistic. I mean, no one at that age should be this smart, but I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some who are this smart, but they are a little bit more condescending. But as I said before, I like it, and I do not complain about it. So all in all, just some small fun chapter about all these moments. Other than that, nothing really big happened. But as I said before, this is the arc of curing Rudy. So it's not going to. I mean, I said wrong. I was trying to say it's not gonna be fast. This is gonna be a slow arc. Because after all the ingredients are yet in our place. Give me the thoughts if you have any.